Oh, I'm glad I see Cuff and Stuff as one of the first people I see. Holy cow, there's a bunch of y'all in here already talking. Kent, how you doing, sir? I cook in church all the time. 58 racks of pork coming up to Sunday. All right, Big Rome, what's going on? There's a video coming soon. All right, y'all having a conversation. Da, 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 da. Jack, how you doing, Jack? Jack and Betty. I have the charging cable set up on the on my phone, so it's kind of pulling the phone one way. Hopefully, let's see. Actually, I think I'm going to set up my portable charger here, so I can do away with that, just to make sure the phone does not die. That'll be a good thing, right? All right. So let's see. Jack and Betty, how you guys doing? Always a pleasure. Jimmy, you know what time it is. I waited to pour until I made sure you were in attendance. So we'll take this and pour it in this, just because I have to get up and go to work in the morning. But we'll do a good half, and then I'm going to mix it. Say what you will. Again, I have to get up in the morning and go to work. So, oh shoot, spilled some of the soda. I'm just mixing a grape soda. 1 second. Yes. All right. Do I need to check your sentences? Hold on, I gotta check number 3 sentences for homework.
Are you just gonna leave this out same like this? Or?
Did you want it? Go ahead, you can have it. Alright, here. This, number 6, SPELLED. Add an ED to spell. ED. The word is spelled.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Reggie Reg, what's going on? Sean, how you doing today? Easy Bake Barbecue, hello. Yes, yes, yes. Cheers, Twin Eats. Kent, how you doing? Ernest Fitzpatrick. EFJ. All right. Let's see. Okay. There are what? There are.
There are 6 boys.
No. The first one.
First one?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Homework review.
There are stop.
That doesn't work.
So mommy said it was
There are clouds. Change it to clouds.
okay.
I mean, well, it is EFJ. I mean, see, that's why you need to take your time.
How do you spell clouds?
C, hurry up. C. Write it on the line a little lower. L.
No, not this one.
Okay. C.
C
L.
L
O.
O
U.
U
D.
D
S.
S.
All right. All right. So let's see. I said hi to Kent 28 EFJ. What's going on? Chris, I'm good. Hopefully everything is good with you. John Paul, hello. Nice to see. Well, nice to be seen. All right. Let's put it that way. No problem. I don't have any diet sodas around the house. Burgers on the barbecue. Big Reggie Reg. All right. Are you feeding them to the horses? What's going on, Kate? How you doing this evening? Terrell, how you doing, sir? All right, Nicholas. So, here's the thing. First hour, we always talk about what the topic is. Second hour is when I open up the floor for pretty much any question. Now here's just a quick, quick and dirty. I can't tell you what you're going to. I have no idea where you are, how many ribs you think you're going to be able to cook. But what I would suggest you do is to try to take some pre-orders. And if you can take some pre-orders, then you might have an idea of how many ribs you need to cook. Maybe cook another, like 2 times that or 1.5 times that, so that you can have some extra until you get a good sense of how many ribs you go through per day. But off of that, let's see. Vanna's doing fine. I don't put me driving Vanna on camera very much, because usually what I do is I drive Vanna like, well, I actually had some car trouble a couple weeks ago, and I drove Vanna for like a week and a half, and boy did it hurt my pocket. All right, the rain real, I can imagine. Rougarou barbecue? Rougarou. Am I saying it right? Rougarou, maybe? Bragaru? Anyway. I can believe it, Red. Man. I have had some sirloin and brisket burgers before. They were like steakhouse burgers. I got them from the market, but they claimed to be steakhouse brisket and sirloin burgers, and they were actually pretty good. All right, so 1 second. Number 3 is yes.
I thought we were out of straws.
No, they're just in the overflow. No one got any. So if you want some straws in the cabinet, you have to go to the overflow and then put them in the cabinet. You guys, that's what you guys for wasting them. CJ, how you doing this evening, sir? How you doing this evening? So I guess usually the first 10 minutes or so we kind of say hi to everybody. CJ, I don't know if you know Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. Well, Cuff and Stuff sent me yeah. So tonight we're having a throwback night. In the beginning, it was only shine and soda, or clear is what I used to say all the time. So I used to mix a clear in the juice or a clear in the soda, but I used to make a sweet tea, so clear and tea, perfect. But tonight we have just a regular old purple soda, not grapes, purple soda. That's what's up. Glad to hear all is good with you, CJ. Rather early out there. You sitting down breaking bread, about to have dinner or what? So CJ, hopefully you know who Jimmy is. Jimmy, CJ. Jimmy is the man behind Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. If you haven't already, check out his channel. All right. Kent. Kent's probably drinking and cursing up a storm in his shed or garage right now. That's number 3. No, sir. EFJ, no, man. I'm good. I'm a professional. I'm no lightweight. I'm no lightweight. Rick, what's going on, man? How you doing this evening? Hurry up and finish that and go head on to bed. All right, last bite. Our neighbor hooked us up with some pumpkin, like a pumpkin cheesecake. Well, pumpkin cake with cheesecake cheesecake icing. It was dope, and
It's good.
it's really good. Taste tester number 3 just finished the last little piece of it that we had. All right, rinse the plate, please. Watch the tram car, please. When we go down to the shore, you know how the tram car goes, and it says, watch the tram car, please. You don't remember that? We got to take it a while with it again. I'm doing good. Beers, Jack, barbecue. I'm great, man. I'm great. Congratulations on it was 1,000, almost 1,000 subscribers. I think it's 1,000. I think you said you just crossed over 900. You're almost at 1,000. Congratulations, gentlemen. Definitely, what's up? Huh. Kent says, who's coming to help him cook 58 racks of ribs on Sunday? Nobody. I'm not going. Kent lives far, far away. Far, far away. Where Mr. Kent lives. He lives far away.
Where does he live?
Kent is in Michigan or Wisconsin. Somewhere way up north. Is it cold up there? She says. Hold on, we'll see if he replies. So Lou knows all about it. Lou Calamadas, watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please. That's the Wildwood special. And then when people get in, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like watch the tram car, please. It's like a remix. Iowa. He's in Iowa, so he's further north and west than I thought. Do you know where Iowa is?
No.
All right. So we're here. Iowa's all the way over here.
So it's even bigger?
No, it's not bigger than Maryland. I don't think. But it's further away than... You know, remember how far it was when we went to Myrtle Beach?
No.
No. All right. It's far.
Yeah, it was far.
It's far. He lives far, far away. How big is your smoker? Lou says $3.50 for a ride on that thing. I remember when it was 25 cents. No, man. I don't think I've ever. That's my work computer. One of my work computers. I have more than two. Just good night. Go to bed. Goodness gracious. Anything. Excuse me. Can you turn out? Never mind. I got it. Anything to stay awake. I do baby backs. Wadia, how you doing? Hey, number 3. Yeah. Come here for a second. All right. You know what you need to do.
More butter, baby.
All right. Thank you. That's for you, Mr. Hackett. Oh, Lou says he has a toy that says it. That's what's up. Thomas Fuentes, how you doing this evening? Just listening to videos. I'm driving down the road, learning a few things, thinking about getting a smoker to help with the wife with the jerk. That's what's up. That's what's up. Nothing in Iowa except for old people and Girl Scouts. So, which one of them is Kent? Thank you. Yes. All right, hit that like button. Jimmy says hit that like button. Yeah. So, Dustin's got a whole hog cooker. How many ribs can you fit on that thing at one time? Can you fit all 58 or 60 ribs on that thing at one time? I've been having trouble with my shoulder, and it is like sore right now. Hopefully this will help. Hurry up and drink faster. All right. So if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it, guys, if you could hit that thumbs up button for me. I tell you guys all the time, but it really makes me feel better, and not only does it make me feel better, it really does help out these videos and also my channel. Gerald, Larry, I have some clear and some soda. So tonight's video sponsor, Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. All right, let's clean this off because this was in the freezer. There you go. Now you can see. Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. Thank you very much, Jimmy, excuse me, for sending this out. I guess the clear is starting to get to me. Take a trip to try your food. Where am I located? I'm in Baltimore, but I'll deliver within reason. Preston, it's my channel. I own this. You ain't been charged. Well, sorry to hear that, Nicholas. But see, here's the thing. Shoot me an email or a direct message on Instagram, and I can ship you some food. I can send it to you. Shipping is always an option. Preston. Hey, yo. Vincent. Okay. No problem, Nicholas. No problem. Yeah, like I said, just shoot me an email. My email information is in the About section on the website, or excuse me, on YouTube, and or send me a direct message on Instagram, and we can work all of that out. I need a mod. I do have mods. There's just none here. I wasn't worried about it. We'll put that person in timeout. I have a couple mods. They're just, you know, folks are busy, but not a problem. See? Speaking of moderators, Eric, there's one of them. How you doing this evening, sir? No problem, Nicholas. No problem at all. All right, so let's talk about this. Cooking for charities. All right, hold on. Victor is far away. As a matter of perspective, for example, we're in the Great Pacific Northwest and are far away, LOL, but doing lunch while watching it live. My new 22-inch Weber Smoky Mountain arrived today. Take a sip for you. Actually, we'll take a sip right out the jar for you, sir. All right, I got you. This is, we're not making this a habit because I got to get up in the morning. Oh, yes, sir. Man, I'll put some hair on your chest. You guys can't see the taco meat, but yep, it's there. Man, Preston, I was telling somebody today. Actually, I was telling my next door neighbor. We were talking about it, and I can't. I still don't believe it. I can't believe it. Like, and you know what's even funnier? I have been recognized out and about, I think 2 or 3 times within the last 6 months. Like, maybe 8 months, where I've had someone come up to me and say, "Yo, you do barbecue, right?" Yeah. I mean, speaking of which, you know, these shirts can be had from BRBQ.com. But I had one guy, he was like, "Yo, I've seen your videos, man. I would love to do a video for you, like shoot a video for you." I'm like, I would love to, but I kind of shoot my own stuff at my own time, and it's nothing personal. And I said, and if I were to get to someone to film me, I said, my buddy that helped me do these shirts, I'm like, he's my camera guy. I said, I can't step on his toes. He's like, I'll do it for you, but none of I said, I already have somebody. I'm like, I appreciate that, but yeah. But Preston, where's PJ and Dino PJ? Where they at? All natural, yes indeed. Jimmy, I like that. This is very smooth. It's not fiery, not punchy. So it leads me to believe it's probably a little lower proof than what I won't say normally get, what I normally drink. But that's quite all right. I'm not mad. TFJ, man, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Torgy is in the building. Torgy's here. Torgy, I feel accomplished now. I can like say, you know what? The live stream is over. Torgy came in. He showed up. He said, "What's up?" So boom, we have a celebrity in our midst. All right. So Daddy Dutch. All right. So Kent, he said one of his guys made some clear. He proofed it at 168. So 168 is a little too much. Okay. My limit is usually about 140. Okay. 120s is, you know, I can hang with the 120s, but where I play and I can play all day is at 100 proof. You put some distilled water in with it, and you cut it, you know, cut it down to 100. That's my sweet spot. Between 100 and like 80 is usually where I like to play. Anything less than that is just, you know, just put that in the mash for the next time. But anyway, Preston, you have been around for quite a while. Well, Lou, I don't do. Oh, no. Y'all about to try to set me up. Y'all trying to set me up with doing some super shots? I don't know about that, man. So look, I'm not gonna say no, but look, make it worth my while. Let's put it that way. Yeah. CJ, thanks for bailing me out. CJ says Super Shot is trademarked to the hot seat. I agree. Descendants of Ninja. All right. Hello. How you doing? The salmon run is strong now. We'll get you an update next week. No problem, Victor. So Victor, today my wife actually received a box. She ordered a butcher's box. And one of the things that she ordered was some sockeye salmon. And I thought of you immediately, and I was like, oh, and it said wild caught sockeye salmon. American? Yes. Choose your next words wisely, Mr. Ninja. A little off topic probably, but when you eat chicken for a wedding, you prefer to keep your chicken breast whole or you shred it on the shop? So, Torgy, when I cook, I think I've told you this before. When I do chopped chicken or shredded chicken, I do boneless, skinless breasts and boneless, skinless thighs, okay? And then I just like mush it by hand or pull it by hand, and then I chop it into uniform pieces. Yep. Okay. Well, Jimmy, like I said, I know it's not. It might be 100, but I don't know. But you know what? It's got a slightly different taste, and there's no afterbite. What I normally have is just a little hot on the tail end sometimes. All right, PJ, Dino, PJ, and Allybug. Who's Allybug? Like, y'all had another baby or something? Who's Allybug, Preston? I ain't no rookie. Calamares. Thank you very much. I have a bearded monitor. Yes, Lou. I love the barbecue family as well. Yeah. So tomorrow night, I don't know what it is, but every Thursday nights are like the night when I get to accomplish and do something adult. So tomorrow night, here again, I know this is off topic. Does anyone listen to the podcast called How I Built This by a guy named Guy Raz? Most of you guys are entrepreneurs. Most of you guys are, some of you guys are in business for yourselves. I listen to this podcast. It's called How I Built This. It's about entrepreneurs, like dreamers and people who go out and start stuff. Like, you hear you hear the stories behind how certain companies got built and how certain companies came to be. And to me, listening to it as someone who is in business for myself, I can totally empathize and understand where some of these people are coming from. Some of the conversations I'm just like, I'm bored with, but other conversations I can be totally enthralled, and it's usually like an hour or so long podcast. And there was a while where I caught up because I was a year or so behind, and man, yeah. Some of the stories, some of the things that these folks have to say, it can be life-changing almost. All right, so Descendants of Ninja. So what happens is this. For the first hour, I try to stay on topic. I'm doing a bad job right now, but I try to stay on topic, and we're going to talk tonight about cooking for charities, okay? Today is September 11th, 2019, so we are on the 18th anniversary of the horrible tragedy of September 11th, 2001. We're not going to go back into what happened on September 11th, 2001 in New York City, in Washington, D.C. at the Pentagon, and also outside of Pittsburgh or in Pennsylvania. But what we are going to do is talk about cooking for charities, because I know some of you guys have cooked for charities. I've cooked for a charity or two, and I've had charities approach me about cooking for them as well. But we'll talk about that while I'm finishing up and I'm trying to catch up. You guys think about that, or start typing out any stories you have for cooking for charities so we can talk about it and stay on topic. The first hour I try to stay on topic. I usually do a horrible job. The second hour is when we usually open up the discussion and we talk about almost anything under the barbecue sun. All right? What seasoning do I use? I don't talk about that. Only seasoning I tell you about is usually when I'm cooking for the family. And yeah, oldest daughter. Oh my goodness, 5. Jeez, Preston, you busy. You need to find a hobby. Allybug, Oh my goodness. Allybug, PJ, Dino PJ, and Juju. Alright, that's only 4. Where's the 5th one? Thumper doesn't do much over 150. Well, if the Thumper doesn't do much more over 150, you need to stretch your, I don't know which pipe it is, but I guess I could draw it, but the where your vapor goes up, you need to elongate that tube, and the elongation in that tube is what will help get you a high proof. I saw a guy, it wasn't me. I saw a guy take his whatever the tube was that goes directly off of the like the mash, whatever was boiling the mash, right? And he extended it by 3 feet or 4 feet or whatever, and his proof jumped from 160 to 190. He had 190 proof because the whole thing is he was making fuel alcohol, and in order to make fuel alcohol, you have to have proofs closer to 190. Yeah, serious stuff. Little Lawrence, oh my gosh. Little Lawrence, heart goes out to him and you guys, Preston. Sorry to hear that. All right, so we got Allie PJ, Dino PJ, and let me go back. I can't remember. They better all be sitting there with you too. Uh-oh, no, that's too far back. Preston. Oh, PJ, Dino PJ, Allybug. I swear you said another name. Oh, Juju. There we go. All right. And Little Lawrence. No worries. So, Kent doesn't listen to the... You participate in the hot seat on Thursday nights, but it's like I had dealt on Thursdays because I do this thing on Wednesday nights, and then a lot of times on Thursday nights is when I'm working late, so that's when I I have to run errands after work because I don't have to worry about picking up the kids. But yeah, Wendell, let's see. Thanks for the inspiration. Jump out there, close the deal in the bar owner's kitchen today, and here in Waldorf, Granddad's Barbecue, kicking in the doors. Well, you let me know where it is or when you open, and I'll surprise you. I'll pop up. I do that. What am I from? I'm from the Earth. See, that's a chance to check in. Missed last year. It was a small world. I found out yesterday. You have a mutual friend here in Philly. Dustin, who's your mutual friend? Who is our mutual friend? Dustin, I think I remember you saying you were from Philly, but who is our mutual friend? And then I'll judge you from there. Let's see. Tropic reminder. Oh boy. Goodness gracious. I see you, CJ. Yes, Victor. So she's been doing a lot of pescatarian. So, all right. Thanks, CJ. I appreciate it. All right, Preston. Well, I'm glad to hear that they are all there. Oh yeah, me and Artie. See, I know him as Artie. All right. And I don't know how you and Artie, but yo, me and Artie go back to elementary school. All right. Oh yeah. I don't know how much you can start leaving some dollars, some donations down there. I'll start dropping some stuff about Artie. That's my boy though. Like we go way back, way back. Oh yeah. You work with Artie? How do you know Artie? Arthur. He will forever be Artie. Frank White, how you doing? Dutch, put your money where your mouth is. Talking about some rookie sip. Some of us have to get up at. The good thing is, tomorrow. My kids don't know it, but they don't have school. The bad thing is, I'm supposed to be working from home tomorrow because I have someone coming out to the house to do some renovations. Yeah. Question J. Just dropping in for a second. Just got home, dead tired. Catch y'all next week. Yo, Question J. The kitchen is looking amazing, and I just wanted to, say that since you're here. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. 30 of us hanging out, so let's talk about the topic at hand. Talk about the topic at hand. All right. So, anyway, cooking for charities. I've had a couple charities. I've had a couple folks come at me or come to me and say, "Hey, can you cook for me for X, Y, and Z?" All right. So the first time I had someone come to me, and it was a little bit of a ruse, okay? Because what ended up happening was the girl said, "Hey, my name is this, and I work for this radio station, and I would like to cook, would it be possible for you to cook some turkeys for this organization?" I'm like, okay, sure. Now, mind you, this was also 4 or 5 years ago, and I did this. She brought me 3 turkeys, and I said, okay, you know what? I'll cook the turkeys for you. Of course, this was Thanksgiving. I said, I'll cook the turkeys for you. No problem. And, it was one of those things, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type deal. So, cooked the turkeys. She had this event. She did at the time, to her, less than 1,000 followers on Instagram, because that's how I found her. That's how she found me. She did, say thank you for me helping her out, blah, blah, blah. But it was just one of those things where you come at me talking about you're on this radio station and you know these people and you can talk to that person and you can talk me up to this person and that person, and that's not what happened, okay? So I'm saying that to say we need to be careful, not just you, but we need to be careful that if you are going to help someone, you need to make sure that you are still going to come out on top, all right? Because most people don't understand how much effort and I won't say blood, sweat, and tears, but it's just effort. It is tireless effort that goes into making barbecue when you have a double-digit cook. All right. What's up, John from 4Js? Let's see. I know I saw a couple people pop in every day, even on the hot seats. Well, Kent, nothing wrong with that. Please hit the thumbs up. But I'm on the East Coast, dog. There's a big difference between being on the East Coast and being further out west. So I'll see you and I'll raise you. You tell me you get up at 4 a.m. on every day, even after the day's on a hot seat, then we can talk and we can compare apples to apples. All right. Thumbs up. Yep. Appreciate that. Smoking Bears, what's going on, man, sir? I appreciate it. I missed the is it Cast Iron Wednesday or Dutch Oven Wednesday? But I missed it. I saw it, but didn't get a chance to click on it. I was busy at work today. Usually I can kind of I have a triple monitor set up. One is dedicated to email, one is usually whatever I'm working on, and one is primarily for YouTube. So today I was so busy that my YouTube window kept getting paused and I wasn't able to watch what I wanted to watch. And yours was on the list of things to watch, and I didn't get it done. Mimi Keel, how you doing this evening? Richie Barbecue. Well, still, it's a difference. It's a difference. Hey, CJ, thank you very much, man, for have a great rest of the week to you too. Yes, you have a great rest of the week, sir. Anyway, so but the whole thing is, I've been approached a few times by people asking for me to cook for this charity or that charity. I had this guy come to my house, and basically, he told me all about his charity, and my man said, he called me because there's a church not too far away from my house, right? So he went over to the church, and the pastor of the church, I guess he was talking, and he talked me up because I actually do work. I am the, unbeknownst to most of you guys, I'm the Community Improvement Association president, all right? This is, again, more stuff I do outside of YouTube, right? So he talked me up to this guy, to this pastor, and and this pastor, we got to talking because he was trying to get in touch with me just for the community aspect. We got to talking, and I told him, oh yeah, I said I do barbecue. Aside from my real job, I do barbecue. He's like, oh okay. Do you mind if I come and talk to you? No, not a problem. Sure, come on over. My man comes over, and he tells me all about this organization that he has, and all about what they do, and all about, you know, this and all about that. And then my man says, so I'm gonna need you to cook the food, donate the food, and then donate something, like donate a gift certificate or donate like something for folks to eat that they can raffle off. And I said, with all due respect, I said, I'm a little guy. I don't have major corporate sponsors. I don't have, you know, like a huge brick and mortar that is I'm rolling in the dough with. I said, and you're asking me to not only cook, which is my time. I said, but to fund the food, which is my business, losing money, but I can write this bit off. I said, I cannot afford to do that. And nothing against you or your organization. No. I think you have a great organization, and everything you told me in this like half an hour, 45 minutes that you went on and on is great. But I know you have a business to run, though I won't say veil it as a charity, but your charity is a business at the end of the day. I said, and I also have a business to run. I cannot do that. I said, now, if you want to meet me, you know, in the middle and pay for, you know, pay a little bit more than what I'm doing for the food. I said, because you got to pay me for my food. You have to pay me for the containers and everything that I use. You have to pay me for the seasonings that I'm going to be using. You have to pay me for the fuel that I'm going to be using. I said, I don't mind volunteering my time to worthy causes. I said, but I cannot do this for you out of my pocket at a loss. My man was like, really? Well, I guess that works on some people, but it didn't work on me. Jonathan Hicks, are you related to Preston? Handyman, how you doing this evening? Yeah, John, getting up early in the morning. Woo. Yeah, Rich, Richie Barbecue. Dude, I was like, the balls on this mofo. Like, what? You want me to do? I was like, you know that meme where the guy's like, that was what my face did. When he told me what he wanted to do, I'm sitting here like, oh, all right, well, so I'm like, pork will cost you this amount, beef will cost you this amount, chicken will cost you this amount. If you want to get some ribs, they'll be this amount. Now, if you get more than a couple racks, then we can discount it to this amount. But you trying to tell me you want me to donate everything that I'm doing? Nah, bro. I'm like, how? How? Like, I cannot do that. I can't do that. UDS or Oklahoma Joe for ribs and chicken next weekend. I would say UDS because I don't own an Oklahoma Joe. Jonathan, so yeah. Preston, good luck. Okay? Good luck. Yo, that's exactly what I'm saying, Mr. Hoggett. And I don't even know how or why this popped into my... Well, I know why. Because today is September 11th. And, obviously there's a lot of charities out there. Some of which are reputable and some of which are not. And it's just one of those things where it was just on my... You know how you... I feel that this is a stretch. But you feel like, so my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, was a Methodist. He was a reverend. I'm like, it's not a minister. He was a reverend in the Methodist church. So, you know how some people say it was on my mind and on my heart. Okay, September 11th, big day. All right, I remember, I like vividly remember, and it was 18 years ago, and whew, I can't believe it. I'm 38, and 18 years ago me was 20 years old, and I didn't grasp the entirety of the depth of the situation. And 38-year-old me, 18 years later, yo, I have a great respect for those people who, like the first responders who lost their lives. I have a great respect for those people who ran up the stairs, ran into the buildings to save people, and ultimately have lifelong life adversities. But that was why, you know, today is an important day for all Americans, okay? And that's why I wanted to talk about charities, okay? Because there are some fly-by-night folks out here who are only about self, and we have to be careful. Not just you, but we have to be careful, all right? That guy that I was telling you about was one of them. Now, I have had some charities who will say, hey, can you donate a rack of ribs? Oh, sure, no problem. I can donate a gift certificate for a rack of ribs, like a buy one, get one free type thing, or a, you know, 50% off your order type thing. I don't mind doing something like that. But I have to make something. I can't just give stuff away, especially when it costs me, like, it costs me to fire up the smoker, it costs me to go buy food, it costs me to season everything, it costs me to put it in pans, and my time. If I can donate my time, then no problem. No problem. All right, well, Preston meet Jonathan, Jonathan meet Preston. Well, handyman, that's what's up. Yes, definitely can't. The stink eye dash emoji is. I used to do side eye all the time, like on Twitter, little zero dash big zero side eye. Actually, it will be the open parenthesis little eye, big eye, and it should be the other way around. So it would be like open parenthesis big eye, little eye, and then close parenthesis. That was my emojis. Like, yeah. Yeah. But Preston, you know what? But see, that is a prime example of someone working with you, okay? And Preston, I'm sure if I had to guess, you probably have had people come up to you and ask you, hey, can you cook something for me on, you know, after church? Or when you're cooking the church's food, can you cook something for me too that I can have on Monday or that I can have on Sunday night, right? So, I mean, it's one of those things where if you can see the value add and piggybacking off of what you're doing for the church, you know, again, I don't mind doing things for people, but there comes a point when just like, you know, somebody said, they just completely overstepped their bounds. Yo, Richie Bartier was rich. Rich dude, like, he said absolutely, you know, unless you're a Rockefeller or a Vanderbilt, and I am not a feller, and I'm Vanderbroek, all right? Like, seriously, yeah. So, Jimmy says, we do about 70 hams for church once a year, but they pay the cost. Exactly. This dude wanted me to come out of my pocket, and not only come out of my pocket, he wanted me to donate extra on top of it for a silent auction type thing. That's what's up, Dustin. You gotta tell him that is crazy. That is such a small world, man. He said Artie hangs out at a bar he frequents. Well, Artie is a. I think Artie's still cooking. He's a chef. Like, yeah, he's big time, you know. But that's what's up. Double-digit hour cook, not a double-digit cook. So if something takes 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours, Yeah. Vander building it. Yep. Drink for the night, we have Clear from our sponsor this evening, Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. If you haven't already, please go check out Jimmy's channel. It is Cuff and Stuff Barbecue on YouTube. And we got purple soda. It's not great. It's purple. All right, purple. And so if you didn't know or didn't know, there is the ability to do what are called super chats. A super chat is when you make a donation to us, me, and the funds, basically it'll highlight your text or whatever it is you want to say or your question more or less. So what CJ does, CJ, he's already popped in and he logged off to go eat dinner. But CJ does a thing on Thursday nights. It's called the hot seat. All right. And what he does is he basically has an interview with someone in the barbecue community. Now, I've actually been on CJ's channel and I've done the hot seat. I am a hot seat veteran. And what he does is a thing called super shots. And what they do basically is they say, all right, for the super shot price tonight is going to be $24.99. If you donate $24.99 or better, I'll take a shot straight from the jar. But that's why, oh, you probably can't see it, but CJ donated 20 bucks, so I took a shot. So that is what it is. It is, we're drinking on Clear tonight, all right? If you need more description than that, then, yeah, I know you from down south. You know what it is. All right, so Dutch says this church cooks about 75 turkeys every Thanksgiving to feed the community. All the food is donated. I donate my time to cook 24 of those burgers. Goodness gracious. I normally do, I have a maximum of 16 turkeys at a time. Oh my gosh. Well, John, you know what? I tell you what, there's a fine line with those people who are actually influencers, and I really hate that term influencer, but there is I won't say a niche, but there are people who can actually help you, but you have to pick and choose which ones you use. All right, so yeah. Well, Dustin, that's what's up, man. Like I said, I know Artie, me and Artie go way back. Way back. Preston, I follow you on Instagram. Preston, I know. Yeah, you tagged me on Instagram. Betty does just CJ who? Well, Dustin, that's what's up, man. I you know, it is a small world. It is definitely a small world. And you know what? Tell Artie I said thank you, okay, for thinking of me when you talked to him about barbecue. Tell him I said thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. That's dope when you know somebody says something about barbecue and they're like, oh, I know a guy. I'm that guy. I am that guy. So Chuck from Wing and Pig Barbecue, what's going on, sir? Chuck says last September he did a pulled pork and 4 sides for 300 people for a church event. I gave him a deal, but I didn't lose money. Exactly. He said he had to hire 2 people to help serve, and you had to pay them too. Look, nobody's going to volunteer themselves to do things. You have to make something on it. Even if it's you making something to break even, you have to make something. And I can donate my time. All right? So you take my fee and I'll charge you full price, and then I'll knock off a third of the price. I'll donate my time. But I cannot run a business negatively. That's just not how business works. That's hustling backwards. We don't do that in 2019. It's just not how it's gonna happen. Jeff from Out of Order Barbecue, what's going on, sir? How you doing? All right. Cooking with CJ is a good dude. Smokehouse Syndicate, how you doing this evening? It's all right, Preston. It's okay, Preston. See, I've been rocking with you on Instagram for a long time too. All right, I know who you are, man. Dude, I don't forget. You know what's crazy? Like, I really do invest a lot of time in not learning so much about you guys, but I really do watch what's going on Instagram. I really do watch your YouTube videos. I might not comment all the time because sometimes I'm just listening in the background or listening, and or I tell you what, to be completely honest, more often than not, I'm driving, and I have YouTube playing at 1.25 or 1.5 speed, but I watch the videos. I watch. All right. Richie barbecues says he donates time with the Knights of Columbus from his local church. We obviously benefit plate sales. That's what's up, man. Charities. Oh my gosh! Hold up! Kent, we need to call this one out. So Kent of Daddy Dutch Barbecue says, charitable versus being taken advantage of. Whew. Yo, where's the mic? Kent done drop the mic, because there is indeed a big difference. Okay, there's a big difference. A big difference. All right, well, I'm glad to hear everybody is doing good. Jeff and Smokehouse Syndicate, thank you very much for popping in and hanging out. If you guys haven't already, and not just to single you two out because you're the latest ones here and tardy to the party, but if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Not only does it make me feel better, it really does help my channel, and it does help these videos. So if you could please take a moment to, most of the time you have to like back out a little bit, or on one click or one whatever if you're on your mobile, and hit that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Man, those likes are going up already. We went from 21 to 25, 26. Yes, I really do appreciate you guys, seriously. And again, I told you guys the reason why this was on my heart and in my head and on my heart today is because today is September 11th. I really want to bring this to your guys' attention, because when and or if you start doing things, you will be approached by someone who is going to ask you to do something for nothing. And there are times when you will say, you know what, I need to get my name out there, or I need, whatever the case may be. And they can be helpful to an extent. You have to be careful with how you make your initial interaction with people. Okay? Now, I told you guys about the lady who did the radio or did radio, and she asked me to do turkeys for 4 or 5 years ago. That lady has come back to me and ordered food a few different times. And I actually did a housewarming / birthday party for her a few weeks ago. And it wasn't a very big amount of food that she got, but I mean, $100 here, $200 there. It adds up, and it was good. Well, Kent, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, so Pepper Lane says, I've been doing a couple side gigs a year, 3 KCBS comps. Just got invited to be a head cook for a political rally. May be a good opportunity to try to get into doing it at least part-time instead of sporadically. I tell you, I don't know. I try to keep politics out of barbecue. That's just me. Some of you guys might have been around, but I did a video, and it was 2016. I did a video in 2016 that did not go over very well, and I learned my lesson, and I tucked my tail, and I didn't do another one. I haven't done another one. Kent says, my hot seat was the only one he did for Michigan. Wow. Oh man, we got 30 likes so far right now. Lou, I kind of think it's because majority of people, or YouTube is designed to be watched on a computer, but more people are watching it via mobile. So it's one of those things where, I mean, when I say mobile is, like tablets, phones, and like Chromebooks or other devices like that. Laptops, desktops, they're going by the way of the dodo. I could tell you some stats. I think like, shoot, I think it's like 40 to 45% of people watch my videos via mobile. Yeah. So, and then the live streams, how many of you guys are watching via mobile right now? So there's 35 of you. And if you haven't said hi, please do. I won't bite. I would love to interact with you guys. Like, seriously, comment below if you're watching via mobile, tablet, laptop, desktop. How are you watching this live stream right now? Hey, thank you very much, Beers and Jack. It's catching up. Congratulations again, and good luck. All right, well, that's what's up, Jonathan. I appreciate that. So, Lou says, I've cooked for people before where they buy the food and I cook it for them. Lou, that's how we almost all get our start, okay? Because, you know, obviously in the beginning, there was... no, I was going to go biblical. But no, in the beginning, like, you have to start somewhere. And usually you start by cooking pro bono for folks. But they're going to, like, actually... My first cook for someone else, I'm like, yo... Give me $20. I'll cook it for you. The $20 is going to cover my cost of the charcoal. And he was like, all right. So how about I give you $20 and you can have a rack of the ribs that you cook? And I was like, well, bet. Well, I said, I don't need a whole rack. Let me just get half a rack because I don't eat pork, but my wife and kids do. So I cooked these ribs and then I had my wife taste them and she was like, oh man, these are good. Okay. So yeah, you know, one of those you scratch my back, I scratch yours type deal. Jack says, I fixed the car for free once. Months later, it came back in on the tow truck. Guy said, it's been 6 months and I needed to fix again. Free. Get out. Jack, see, that's the whole problem, right? You know, you do something for someone out of the goodness and kindness out of your heart, and then they expect, like, and then not just expect, they, like, how else can I, like, add emphasis to expect? They demand that you do it again for the same fee. No. So anytime I do something for someone out of the goodness and kindness out of my heart, I say, listen, if this was a little different, this is the fee. Okay? But I'm going to do this for you one time. This is not how future interactions are going to go. And if they decide to come back and do something again with me, yes, great. If they do not, guess what? Me losing a couple of dollars for them to never have to worry about me wanting to barter or beg. And no, you know what? This is like somebody borrowing money from you. Somebody borrows money from you, and you see them off doing this or doing that, but they haven't paid you back. All right, you know what? That was the cost of me losing that person as a friend. That's it. So sometimes that's what it is. Smokehouse Syndicate said, I did a charity event last year and they gave me $200 and 5 slabs of ribs and 20 pounds of chicken, and they wanted to feed 200 people. Ha! He said I ended up spending $150 on hot dogs and hamburgers. Dog, I already know. So here's something, and I'll tell you this because this wasn't a charity. This is the community that I am now the Community Improvement Association that I'm now the president of. So I did an event for my community a few years ago. It's like a year and a half ago now. And I was out in the park and I cooked and I cooked and I cooked. I cooked all that one day, right? I think I cooked for 3 or 4 hours straight, okay? And at the end of the day, the then president said, here, take a couple packs of hot dogs, take a couple packs of hamburgers, take buns to match, take, buns to match, and take whatever charcoal was left. She's like, you stood out here and you did this. I want to say thank you, and I want to make sure you get something for you and your family. And I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. And I did a lessons learned, or I did do a live video about this. Not a live video, but I did a video about this particular cook. And I was very grateful to receive the like box of hamburgers with like the sleeve, whatever's left of hamburgers, and some hot dogs and some buns and the charcoal. Now, how I paid it forward was we had a flood in my community, and there's like I said, the church that's across the street. That church was holding like a barbecue, like a weekly barbecue, just kind of like a morale type building type thing. And I donated almost all of the charcoal that I was given after doing that event for the community to the church. And I said, I can afford to buy charcoal, but like the burgers and the hot dogs and things like that, I was like, I'm gonna hold those for my family because I missed out on doing something with my family that day because I was in the community in the park doing something for the community. So I was like, that seems like fair trade. Mr. Hawkins says, thank you for keeping politics out of my channel. I try, but there are times when there are just times. Said two things she's never discussed: politics and religion. I'll add a third. Most people talk about or say you shouldn't discuss what you make, your earnings. Fire TV a lot, but no chat on that. All right, well, perfect. Jeff says me. Chop the ribs in half. Backyard Grill Master says no political parties. Not if you're a gamer, they're not dying. All right. iPad is what I do the most. Mobile every time, Jeff says. Brock Stewart, hello. All right, out of the voyeurs, in the group, he says he's mobile. Backyard Grill Master says desktop. Okay. So we got like four mobile to a desktop. Pepper Lane says iPad laying in bed. Well, don't fall asleep. Do I need to yell out, Pepper, wake up, every now and again? All right, just to make sure you don't fall asleep. All right, type on iPad, watch on smart TV. All right, so he's got best of both worlds there. But technically, a smart TV is designated as mobile. Did you know that? Work on is mobile. All right, Halloween 810. It's been a minute. It's almost your season. All right, Mr. Hawkins says laptop. Richie says PC. Cuff and Stuff says mobile. And I think I'm 8 minutes behind, so I apologize. T. Crunk says, what's up? Ship one flew sideways if you have done 3 days cooked, 12 pounds of pork, and sir, he takes out the credit like you weren't there and made out like a pirate. Well, Smoking Bears, sometimes next time he asks you for something like that, you say you're busy. And then the next time you say you're busy. And the next time you just say no. And hopefully, eventually he'll get the picture. All right, we got iPad, we got PC, Wingy. All right, mobile. Sean, how you doing this evening? Hell no, $20 a cooking on the cooking. Yeah, no. But that was my buddy. That was my friend. Like he was the first person to actually commission me to cook for him. So that's why, $20. Yeah. Pepper says, yeah, people don't realize charcoal, wood, and rub cost money. Like you want a season, right? D Young says, I only cook for free when I know I can get advertising out of it, such as bringing lunch to the radio station and bring them, and them giving me a shout out with your info. Done it several times, which is cool. Again, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Richie Barbecue says, yeah, they expect to demand it to be done when it stops. Nope. Grown Folks Networks, do not apologize. I just appreciate the fact that you are here. All right. 2 events in October. How do I know how much to bring and sell without taking any of it home? 589 barbecue. You will learn. Unfortunately, that's one of those things where you kind of have to figure it out. I can't tell you what to expect because if it's an event where you're expecting people to pop up and come to you, you have no idea. It could be a good day or it could be a bad day. Hey, John, thank you very much. Smokehouse Syndicate said he kept the charcoal, but it was matchlight. Oh, no. You tell him which charcoal to buy. Dustin says, maybe a dumb question, but do you set a dollar amount to charge for time, like a per hour charge on a type or... So I do both, Dustin. When and or if I'm cooking food, I charge a per pound meat cost, okay? When I am cooking on site and or cooking for someone, I have a set hourly rate, all right? And I have a minimum number of hours I charge, and usually I charge a setup fee, or excuse me, I don't want to say charge a setup fee, but I charge 30 minutes to set up and 30 minutes to break down. So basically, I tell people I have a 2.5 hour minimum, okay? And in that 2.5 hour minimum, 1/2 hour is charged for setup, 1/2 hour is charged for breakdown. Because if your event starts at 3 o'clock, I gotta start cooking at least at 2:30 in order to have food ready by 3 o'clock so that food can be done at the expected arrival time for certain people. All right, John. I think I've seen a picture of your smoker. I've been following you, man. I'm following you on Instagram. Jay, what's going on? Video for a fellow YouTuber who sent me and Violet something. That is so dope. That is so dope, man. I know how that feels, man. So, Jay, thank you very much. Everybody is good. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, first cook for a friend. He paid me half. Pay for half of your Blackstone. That, you know what, Backyard Grill Master, you're absolutely right. It's Rome, right? I think. Duh. All right. I have a friend who, he and I went half on a engine hoist because he needed it to pick a engine out of the trunk of his car, and the whole thing was, he and I went half on the engine hoist, and he basically said, but you can keep it at your house in your garage, because he didn't have any place to put it. But anytime I need it, I'll come and get it. No problem. So he's got an engine for an engine swap sitting in the back of one of his cars for another one of his cars. He also bought an engine stand. He bought the stand and I had it, and I actually got to use it. I assembled it and got to use it before he did. I left it in a box until I blew up the engine on my TDI, and then I put it together. If you guys haven't seen those videos of where I blew up my 2012 Volkswagen Passat, I blew up the TDI engine, and I took it apart to understand how it worked. And yeah. Alright, he said, Grill Masters Empire says not just grow for friends and family. Eventually it's gonna grow. If you're doing it, yeah, no problem. Hey Lou, enjoy your school year. Happy New Year, as I'll tell you, as I was telling all the other teachers and staff at the kids' school. Happy New Year, sir. Alright. New charcoal party grill. How long did it take you to be ready after order? I need that one where 26 is too small. That grill took about 2.5 weeks for it to be done. I called on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and I picked it up like the next Saturday. So it was like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Black Avenue, how are you doing? You guys cook like me? Nobody. Jack is hilarious. Jack swears up and down that his barbecue tastes like cigarette butts. I doubt it. I think Jack is very modest. I really do. I've been saying it for years now, I feel like, that Jack is very modest. Yeah. So barbecue 951, I charge 1.25%. If I'm cooking, like, so now let me preface this. So I'm sorry, let me take this back. I won't say you can charge double what the meat costs. Typically what you charge is 3 times what the meat costs. You charge 1 time for the cost of the meat, 1 time for your supplies, and 1 time for basically your time or to make a little bit of profit. Okay. Now, if I'm cooking on site for someone and I'm taking some hot dogs, some hamburgers, and things like that, so let's say the food costs, $30. I'm going to charge you $30 plus an additional, like a service fee of 25%. So you'd be paying like $32.50 for this box of hamburgers because I had to get it for you. And then one of the other things too is that is not necessarily just to make money on folks. It is to ensure that you can keep the quality of the meat a certain way. Because the worst thing is you go to some place and the hot dogs are frozen together or the hamburgers are all thawed out. Okay? And you have to cook them, and now you have to deal with the extra problems that thawed hamburgers actually present. So what's crazy is if you're cooking hamburgers for a big group and you're getting like those burgers from Sam's or Costco or BJ's, you want them frozen because they cook fastest and easiest when they're frozen. Now, on the converse to that, if you're cooking hot dogs, you want the hot dogs to be thawed out because if the hot dogs are frozen, you can't separate them. I have dealt with both. Okay, both issues where the hamburgers are thawed out and issues where the hot dogs are frozen. It's not a good time. Grown Foods Network says, argument on another blog I'm on, which cost most? Your food supplies or your time prepping and cooking? My time is just be whoa. Sorry, there's a door. My charging pack slipped and I pulled my phone. I would say my time is more expensive than the cost of the meat. But because of the fact that it takes more time for prepping and cooking, and I know what I charge per hour, if I were to, what's my time worth, my time is way more expensive, but I don't actually make that amount of money when I'm cooking for someone, unfortunately. EFJ, a good deal of that engine with the scrap, but scrap prices right now, are horrible. And even it was a little bit better at the time when I took the engine components to scrap, and man, I feel like I got nothing. I think I got like 15 or 20 bucks, like with all the different components, and I even separated the different metals out. It was not much at all. I do some catering. All right, built Barbecue Grill Masters Empire. He says he does some catering too, about 2 a month, and that's great. Like I tell people I average like 4 to 6 catering events a month, and it'll be like there was a few weeks ago I had 6 events in one weekend, and then it could be 2 weekends where I don't have a daggone thing, and then the next weekend I'll have 3. Like this last weekend I had 2 events. Last weekend, did I have any events? Was that last weekend or was that 2 weekends ago? It like all runs together. It was 2 weekends ago, actually. Now that I think about it, I think. I had 2 events. I had an event, I won't say early, it was at a 4:30 delivery. And then, I had an event later in the day. And that was like a 6 o'clock delivery. So I had time, in between to make the deliveries. This weekend coming up, I have a possible event. I have not actually double checked and confirmed with the lady who has asked me to do food for her. It's just one of those things where I don't know whether or not she's really serious. So that's why I haven't followed up. Like some people who are really serious, they're like, oh, boom, 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 they're on it. And other people are like, oh, I think I want you to cater something for me. Do you think, or do you actually want me to do something for you? Because I'm not going to just start rearranging my schedule and, taking time off or like doing this or doing that if you just think you want me to do something for you. Quality of product is very, very important, because the worst thing you could actually do is rely on someone to get the food and then they let it sit out too long, or they don't refrigerate it fast enough, or they leave it in the freezer and it's still frozen. Talk about a bad time. Jay, after I finish, I will definitely check out the video. Now, Pepper. So, Pepper says, what if you get butts on sale, 99 cents a pound? Sometimes it's $2.49. He says, no deal, just because I bargain shop in bulk. So, what you can do is this. You can take that opportunity when you can find meat on sale, and you can buy 1 or 2. And freeze it. You'll be surprised, man. This is one of those things where you hear or you say or you see some people and they're like, I would never cook something that was frozen and blah blah. Most of the time, the stuff that you're buying is already frozen. Like, it's already been frozen. Sometimes it's been thawed all the way out or not. But I know, like, the baby back ribs that I get, more often than not, they are frozen. Sorry, been a long day. So, me buying something and having it in the house for a last minute event, a last minute cook, has saved my butt a few times. Okay, so do not be afraid to buy something that's on sale and freeze it. The only caveat is you need to make sure you have enough freezer space. Other than that, dog, no one's gonna know but you and your God, apparently. No, man, I'm not crazy. Well, Jay, that's what's up. But I tell you, no need for doing giveaways, man. Just stick at it and do what you're doing. All right, Big Rome, no worries. Wow. John says he had 8 whole customers all day last week. Only 2 barbecuers on this fridge. That's what's up, man. Thank you, Jay. Because Bessie, the summer, it's been a while since she's been in the video. What's funny is tomorrow's video, I talk about that. I cook on Bernadette tomorrow. I get Bernadette going. And you're absolutely correct. I have not cooked on Bessie all summer long. I haven't had a big enough cook to warrant me using Bessie. So, but yes. Football here in Hammond Sunday. 300 leg quarters. Good gosh. It's my finding a cheap smoker worth getting the smoker at all. Grown Folks Network is kind of, it's one of those things where will you get value out of modifying it versus paying money to buy something better? That's kind of what you have to figure it out. Oh, goodness. Preston says 6 cases of leg quarters frozen solid, and they were supposed to be fresh. Woohoo! Yeah, Mr. Hawkins says fresh frozen is an oxymoron. You're absolutely correct. Backyard Grill Master says Price Right has pork butts on sale most of the time at 99 cents per pound. Now those, those are for the picnic. I actually do not like cooking with the picnics. I prefer the butts as opposed to the picnic. Alright, so Richie Barbecue says here in Texas, you have to use a commercial kitchen for all your prep and to do catering. I guess if you own a food truck, you can use that. What are the laws there where I am? Richie Barbecue, so if I'm selling to the public, then I would also need a commercial kitchen. One of the, I won't say gray areas, but one of the things that I do is because I have an agreement with whoever is actually hiring me to do the cook, that's kind of how I get around the commercial kitchen aspect. Mr. Hawkins says a cheap smoker is better than no smoker. You're absolutely correct. SJ and his cheddar. Alright, so Rougarou, how do I say that? Just phonetically spell it out for me, please. Says he's on an iPhone. Violet, I don't think we've actually ever seen Violet. Have we seen Violet in a video, Jay? I've heard her a couple times, but I don't think we've actually seen her. Cheap smoker, fix it up. Nah, Smokehouse said to get, Bessie and I go back. We go back. You know how you have that friend that you don't talk to for a year, 2 years, and as soon as you do talk to them, like you pick up like nothing ever happened. That was me and my friend Knucklehead. Remember you guys who were here on the live stream a few weeks ago? My friend Knucklehead. My friend Knucklehead, after high school, now mind you, I've been out of high school. She's been out of I've been out of high school for 21 years. Okay, so she's been out of high school for 18 or 19, 18 years. Okay, she went away to college. She lived in Hawaii for a while, and she said, "Hey, I'm going to be in Baltimore. I'm going to be at this conference." I said, "All right, when do you need me to pick you up? Where do you need me to?" It's like, that's how close we are, right? She was my little sister before I had my sister-in-laws. All right, and we picked up like we hadn't seen each other in a day. Okay, that's the same thing how when I use Bessie the next time it's gonna be. That's how that cook is gonna be. I know Bessie in and out. Okay, I've done that many cooks on that smoker that I don't have to. There's no learning curve anymore. I just know. Oh, she talks to me, I talk to her. All right, and we just get it done. So there won't be a problem. She's she's enjoying her time off. Let's put it that way. I thought about building a reverse flow vertical smoker. I do have a reverse flow vertical smoker. Vicky is a reverse flow vertical smoker. Vicky is a insulated reverse flow vertical smoker. You're new here? It's alright. Black Avenue says a lot of people say he should sell his barbecue. How do you recommend you start out selling plates or so? My brisket is loved a lot. Well, congratulations, sir. If you can sell plates, then sell plates. I knew that I did not want to do sides. I only wanted to sell the protein. I only wanted to sell the meat. So I sold meat by the pound. Mr. Hockett, she was not funny. She was not funny. Ha, exactly, Smokehouse Syndicate. He said, ain't it the best when you know your smoker in and out? Like butter, baby. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you, we communicate. Like, seriously, I look at the thermometers, and she's like, yo, I am falling. All right, let me throw a split in there. Let me throw a medium-sized split and a large split, okay? And then I'll get my temperatures maintained for a while. Like, oh my, like, it's one of those things where you just... so how about this? How many of you guys have been married how many of you guys are married? Just comment M down below. All right, we'll just take a quick survey. How many of you guys are married? M down below. All right. Let's party. Sorry, Nick. Don't apologize. No, it's all separate. So usually I'll charge like by the pound or by the pan. It depends on what I'm cooking. Sean says he's married. Jeff says married. Rich says engaged. Cuff and Stuff married. Jay says married. Grilled Bastards Barbecue says married. Mr. Hawkins is not married anymore. Handyman says divorced. 589 says for now. Ken says M. Did you spray down with heat-resistant paint? So I do spray my smokers and grills down with heat-resistant paint prior to cooking, but once I'm finished. Smokehouse Syndicate says divorced, married. I'm thinking about building a versatile vertical smoker. Well, congratulations. Grown Folks Barbecue says married for 15 years. Now, the point I'm trying to make is, and those of you who have been how about those of you who've worked in the same job with the same people for 10, 15 years, okay? You will understand what I'm about to say. There comes a time when you can finish each other's sentences, okay? There comes a time when you can tend to the other's needs without so you are one and she is two, or you are one and he is two, all right? Or you are one and she is two, depending on however this, dynamic rolls. Love is love, all right? But anyway, so you are one and your partner is two. How about that? And there are times when you just know your partner and you can anticipate your partner's needs. Okay? You know your partner and your partner can say something to you without having to say anything at all. Okay? That's how many cooks I've done on Bessie where I don't even she doesn't have to tell me. Like, I just know, all right, oh, you know what? My internal clock says, hey, it's been about an hour, 45 minutes. I need to throw a small split in there to maintain this temperature. Oh my gosh, I kind of overslept. It's been 2 hours. I need to throw a large split in there so I can get it, get the temperature maintained. But in order for me to get the temperature back up to where I need it to be, I need to throw a small split in with that large split so that I'll get that heat burst, and then I'll get that like tapered heat. Okay. All right. So Jonathan says, yep. Jay says he works with idiot. Thing one and thing two. I hear you. I work with one. I'm so surprised she has not been fired yet. Well, 589 barbecue. Where is 589? What area code is that? Hold on. Alexa, where is the 589 area code?
Area code 589 is since 2011, reserved for personal communication services.
Where? Alright, so I guess that's a cell phone prefix. It's a Hockett. Cheers to you too. Alexa, where is the 589 area code?
Area code 589 is since 2011, reserved for personal communication services.
Ah, okay. So, 589 barbecue says Brookville, Florida. It's a toll road. Okay, so it's not an area code. It's a toll road. Okay. Backyard Grill says area code 589 is the state of Kentucky. All right. Till 1 and 1 are 1.11. All right, I like that. Jeff, getting off. Hold on. Getting all philosophical on us. What do I charge for pulled chicken? It is on my website. Check out the website. It is steeldrumsmokers.com. Now for chicken, it's currently it's $12 a pound. Under 5 pounds. Once you get over 5 pounds, it's a little bit of a volume discount. I just added the last of the soda to my cup here. You're there when you start talking to your smoker. It's okay as long as she doesn't talk back. Man, you know what, Jimmy? There are times when she does talk back, okay? But she doesn't talk back in words like the wood pops and the smoker creaks. And if you've seen some of my earlier videos when I brought Bessie home, I was completely in awe at the sounds that smoker made. Okay? Bessie has like this, it's not even like a growl, but it's like a, you can hear the heat and the smoke drafting through the smoker. It is a sight to be seen. Okay, it is a sight to be seen. Jay says, imagine working in electrical with idiots. Oh man, don't let me peer pressure you. Drink it. Yeah, because there are times when, like, CJ peer pressured me. He donated $20 for me to take a shot. Drink it. But I took the shot, and that was just because I like CJ, and I went on CJ's channel and his show, and I drank a lot with him. So I guess he was trying to drink some with me. Again, drink it. Handy Man says he misses Trailer Smoker. Two trees took her out when they fell on her, crushing her and the trailer. Hold on. You know, we play taps, alright? And that wasn't taps. Oh. A little inebriated to play taps. But still. Man, sorry to hear that. The page for my website is steeldrumsmokers.com. Yeah, I feel bad for it too. Handyman says tornado. Goodness gracious. And that's an act of God, so probably wouldn't even have been covered by insurance, right? Definitely a sad day. Hey guys, if you are new or haven't been here a while on the live stream, if you could please give me a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better and also helps the channel as well as these videos, and they're free. Like, please and thank you. Alright, so we're in the second hour. I know we've been kind of rambling, or I've been rambling, and you guys have been talking. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, please do. But if you have a question or just something you want to get off your chest or talk about, let's get it in. We got 30 minutes to go. Can I make this last 30 minutes without falling asleep on you guys? Keep me engaged. All right. Cyril says I got my smoke box built for a smoker this weekend. I will replace the floor and open up a shop. Well, that's what's up, Cyril. Definitely. Jay says the chipper is taking over. No homes at the end? That's what's up, man. Jay, if you haven't already, check out Jay's channel. Jay is Jay's Brappin' Barbecue 84, and I don't know how to explain Jay. I just like Jay because he is the epitome of the little guy, right? He's the epitome of the working man, and he's just like, yo, I'm cooking food for my family. We're gonna drink beer while we cooking. I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want to say, and if you don't like it, oh well. There's the door. Oh, wait. There's the door. All right. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. And I just think it's dope. He's got a little teeny cheap grill, a Weber knockoff that he calls the Chever because it's a cheap behind Weber. All right, and I dig it. Jay. I told you before. I dig your style. I dig your style. Richie says, "What would I recommend for a first offset?" So lots of folks love the Oklahoma Joe. I have never owned, or I do not own, an offset smoker, so I really do not know. But as far as like starting out, period, I highly recommend a Weber Smoky Mountain. I started on steel drums, which is why I named my company what I did. But that steel drum was basically almost in essence a Weber Smoky Mountain. So yeah. Who was my first celebrity crush? Rosario Dawson. Shoot. Actually, between Rosario Dawson and Jessica Alba, okay, I was a big Dark Angel fan back in the day. Like, what? Yeah. I think my crush of Rosario Dawson came from the movie Kids, and I didn't realize that she was the same girl until later in life. And then Jessica Alba, Dark Angel. What? Yeah. Cyril says he has he has an Oklahoma Joe, and it's pretty awesome. I have not had the pleasure on. I've actually cooked on one before, or one similar, but I have not. I don't own one, so yeah. Yes. 589 barbecue says use the steel drum. There's less babysitting. I agree with that statement. Grown Folks Network says Jessica Alba for the win. Not fond of his Oklahoma Joe firebox. He says too small to have. I have to feed all the time. Handyman, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that Oklahoma Joe and having to feed the smoker all the time is not. It is not a resultant of the firebox being too small. It's just the fact that, like, if you're using wood, it burns up. Bessie has a big firebox, and I can stuff her full of wood. But once you burn it up, and you're going to have to add more wood. So it's not the firebox. It's just the way it cooks. Jay, thank you very much, man. Like, seriously, I dig your style. Seriously, like that's what it is. You know, I'm drawn to certain people, and certain people I get, and certain people I can vibe with. I definitely vibe with you. So, salute, my friend. Okay. And I know you're drinking, because, you know, yeah. Richie Barbecue says Jessica Alba hot. The Oklahoma Joe does have thin steel, but the thing about the Oklahoma Joe with the thin steel is it will give you, like, it is a foundation for your cooking. I won't say for your cooks, but for your cooking. If you can cook on the a factory fresh Oklahoma Joe, then when or if you modify the Oklahoma Joe, or you get a bigger or better smoker, you have the fundamentals down, and you'll be able to cook without a problem. Like, it's training. Smokehouse Syndicate says he prefers a vertical offset. Okay. I think I'll save up my pennies and buy a custom one or a Lone Star Grills. Well, those Lone Star Grills are like, wow. Whoa. Like, really, whoa. There's a guy up in Delaware named Chris, who he bought a Lone Star Grill, and then he went back and looked and was like, oh, this one's a little better, a little bigger, and he ordered that one too. Like, man, I wish I was in a position to do that, but it's really dope that you are. And yeah, Lone Star Grills are great. Like, I would love to be able to afford one, but I just cannot at the moment. William Carter says, I appreciate you taking the time to answer all smoker issues with your videos. It's one of those things where I know I can't be the only one. And here's the kicker. I know I'm not the first person to have this issue. So sometimes when I have issues, or sometimes when I'm cleaning out the smokers, which is what the video tomorrow is going to be, or sometimes when I am having a difficulty cook or just struggling, those are the times when I pull out the video camera. 1, because I'm bored. 2, because I need to stay awake. And 3, because I know I'm not the only person, excuse me, to have had that problem. Now, I'm going to say regret, but the only thing I wish for the first year or second year of LS Fest that, you know, I was into doing YouTube, I would have paid attention and followed along a little more closely, because the YouTuber that I was like following is Cletus, and just LS Fest, dope. Yeah, I'm rambling. Anyway, all right, let's see. Betty Rubble. All right, Jay, yes. Kim Fields. Janet Jackson. All right. I can see Kim Fields, definitely. This new project, a food truck. We'll be building it from scratch. Filming. That's it, man. So EFJ, it's not about experiencing it. It's about the documentation. Okay. there are times when I film videos, and though I put them up publicly, those videos are not for you guys. They are for me more than they are for you. But you guys just get to see them. William says, Mel G. Alright, alright, I'm feeling that one. Just watching videos where you cook thighs on Weber. Impressive. Well, thank you very much, Tramel. That was just a humbug cook for my family. Dishwasher. Alright. Mom's was Robin Givens and Halle Berry. Now, Halle Berry. Woo-hoo. Okay. She's a looker, but she's crazy. Crazy. So, she gets knocked down a couple rungs on the ladder. But, Halle Berry, make me feel good. Make me feel good. Billy Bob, ooh, you lucky dude. Alright. Anyway, Joe says he purchased the Oklahoma Joe about 6 years ago, and it was a lot heavier then. And the ones you see in the stores now are on discount for $250. I completely agree. So Oklahoma Joes used to be actually manufactured and sold by the Oklahoma Joe Company. I think Char Broil or Char Griller, someone else bought out the Oklahoma Joe Company or Oklahoma Joe nomenclature, and they skimped out on things. And one of those things they skimped out was the thickness of the metal of the actual smoker. Nick says, how small of an order do I take without losing money? It's contingent, because the whole thing, Nick, is this. If I get an order for like 2.5 pounds of pulled pork, I have to usually cook like it depends. If I can find a smaller pack of pork shoulder, that smaller end of packed pork shoulder might be 13 pounds. But there might be times when I can't find anything less than 18 pounds, okay? So if I'm cooking 18 pounds, I'm going to have 9 or 10 pounds of pulled pork that I need to sell. If I'm selling 2.5, that basically doesn't cover the cost of the meat. It doesn't. It's doing a quick math in my head. So what happens is this. I sell the rest of it off, okay? I put it almost all in half-pound or cup containers. And I'm like, hey, who wants pulled pork for dinner tonight? And it's like, okay, how many cups do you want? You know, they're $6 or $7 a piece. And it's funny because I can say, hey, they're $6 a piece or 2 for $12. And people look at me and they're like, yeah, give me 2. It's just you, right? Yeah. Nobody else eating with you? Nah. I'm gonna eat one of these today and one of them taking for lunch tomorrow. Okay. They're $6 for 1 or 2 for $12. Yeah, I'll take 2. Okay. All right. It's just psychological a lot of times with certain people where, they think they're getting a deal when it's the same daggone price. So I won't say exploit that, but use that to your advantage. I do. Handyman, I know all about Alan. Yeah, I like Alan a lot. Kelly Bundy was too much of a duh for me. Like, she was not smart enough for me. Wonder Woman, definitely. All right, back in the day. Roo-ga-roo. All right, thank you. I used to, there was a guy in my block growing up. His name was Rouge. Alright? Everybody called him Rouge. But his mother told me one day how to say his name properly. And I forever since then called him Rouge. Okay? I don't know how to spell it, but it was Rouge. No problem. Yes, William, it sure was. I'm a little too young for the Farrah Fawcett thing, but, Perfect 10, we all know about that. Alright. Rougarou. He said he's in New Orleans. Well, Nolans. All right, that's what's up. Hold on, am I at the end of the? I lost the comments here. Smokehouse Syndicate. Okay, thank you, sir. Jay says Charbroil has thin metal. Griller has a lot better smoker. I would need to see them side by side, but the Charbroiler does not have very thick metal in their smokers at all. Suzanne Summers, you're on a lonely island with that one, sir. Even in the workout gear, I just couldn't get away. Not my thing. A little too old, I guess. Ha! Oh my gosh, Jay says he's a little bit younger than you, Grown Folks Network. He said, but what about the OG Pink Ranger, Kimberly? She was banging. Well, you get her helmet off and out of that suit, you might be right, Jay. How do you price your turkey for Thanksgiving? I'm looking at offering a smoked and fried option. Well, Cyril, I tell you what, the price for a fried turkey was the same as the price for a smoked turkey, but apparently I had difficulty with my fried turkeys, and it was a pain, like, because I only had one turkey fryer. I had to fry turkeys at the same time and stagger the delivery times. Nah, I'm not doing turkeys again. Not on my building where I work or where I work. I'll do them at home and I'll bring one in, sure, but not on site. A couple stuff says I popped a 6.7 A1C last week. I wouldn't have a sugar-free barbecue sauce recipe. I don't know. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I have a 7 flat. Okay, my still monitoring my sugar and stuff like that, but I have a 7.0. I'm not even gonna tell you how high it was about 2-3 months ago, but it was pretty bad. All right, so Tramel, the problem is this. I don't know what your clientele looks like, and I tell you, my normal recommendation is get the biggest smoker you can afford, and that doesn't mean take one or borrow one, but get the biggest smoker you can afford, because as soon as you can afford it, you'll pay it back, you'll pay it off, and that I won't say limiting, but that crippling debt will always be there unless you take care of it. And I learned the hard way. Let's put it that way. Everyone's giving recommendations to Jimmy there. Linda Carter. I don't know about that one. I did see gymnast Nancy Kerrigan. Let's see. Linda Carter. What did Linda Carter do? Aside from wildlife, feeding. Oh my gosh. Today's been a long day. Alright. I think I'm gonna cut this one a couple minutes short. We went an hour and 45 minutes, but I am like, I'm about to fall out this bar stool. Well, off this high bar back chair. What do you guys want to talk about next week? I figure the engagement will be higher if you tell me what you actually want versus having to look yourselves in the eye. No. Ugh. I'm gonna get some Q-tips, Jay. You talking about we're all ears. I'm gonna get some Q-tips for you. That'll change your mind real quick. Linda Carter or Linda? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. She was the first one there. Hey Jay, thank you very much for hanging out. Definitely appreciate it. Good night, sir. Linda Carter was Wonder Woman. She was definitely indeed the original Wonder Woman. I just couldn't remember her name. Force Network says, wake up! Well, 23 watching and 38 thumbs up, apparently. So, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I guess at this point, we can talk a couple housekeeping things. So, if you did not know or have been under a rock, I do sell these shirts with the Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue moniker and logo on them. They are on my merchandise website, which is BRBQUE.com. Again, BRBQUE.com. And I would greatly appreciate it if you were to support the channel by buying a shirt or just leaving a super chat here. So, anyway, thank you guys so very much, as always, for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Alright, I am going to get out of here. Mr. Hawkins says he loves his shirt. Get yours now. Like, right now? Yes. Jimmy, thank you very much again. Nick, Note. I understand it. Good night, sir. Night, Nick. So Jeff, another reason why I don't want to kind of battle with cuff and stuff is because I need to make it another 4 or 5 days, and I don't want to break anything. Thank you very much. Good night, Mr. Hockey. Good night. Thank you, sir, for your time, for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. So, all right. Any other questions? Simple man, I'm good, man. I'm just a little beat. I'm tired. It's been a very long day. I'm getting ready to log off. Well, Jeff contributed something to the cause. Oh, so I'm gonna sleep good in a couple minutes. I'm about to lay down. Woo! So tonight's sponsor is Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. If you haven't already, please go and check out his channel. Again, that is Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. Hey Jeff, this is for you, sir. Whew. Aguardiente. Yes. Handyman, definitely good night. Mr. Hockey, good night. Yeah, Simple Mans, I am tired, and I am Woo. No problem, Jeff. I know I didn't have to, but in keeping with the fun, all right? But that can become a thing. I mean, no, they probably can't become a thing. I have to get up and go to work on Thursdays. And not only do I have to get up, I have to get up and get my kids ready for school and then go to work on Thursdays. Nope. Nope. Not gonna be able to do it. So, all right, guys. 19 of you here. It feels like we're just growing in popularity, in numbers. I don't mean to do that because what's going to end up happening is I'm going to sign off abruptly, and then there'll be all these people still hanging out in the chat, and I'm just going to apologize. All right, so I am out. I'm getting ready to turn the live stream off. Really want to say thank you yet again, as always, for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.